Okay, here we go. A warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jan. I'm 53 years old. I was born, raised, and still live in Berlin, Germany. So I'm an original Berliner, as you say. 53 years old. Went to a German American high school. So I was raised bilingual, German and English. And I am getting into this long form YouTube video thing. I've been playing around with shorts for some time now, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, but now I want to face the real challenge, long form YouTube videos, which is very exciting to me. I'm super nervous. This is, like I said, not sure if I mentioned this. This is my first long form video on YouTube. And I want to tell you a bit about myself, my stories, the things that happen here in Berlin, Germany, and sort of complementing this first video. I thought I'd find or shoot in a location where I grew up in. So I was, like I said, born and raised in Berlin, in the southern sector, formerly U.S. allies, U.S. forces were stationed here. And this used to be also military ground. In the back, you can see the former U.S. movie theater, Outpost. I used to watch my first movies actually in that theater. That was Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, a long time ago. So you can figure, I already mentioned I'm 53, so yes, a long time ago. That was late 70s, early 80s. And as you may know, the troops, the Allies, they departed from Berlin in 1994. So this has been changed, this location, into a wonderful museum. Right here we have a part of the Berlin Wall. A lot of history here, a lot of history here. Now, back to the moral of the story, so to say. I want to start long form videos on YouTube. Like I said, I've been doing shorts here and there. Started with a channel, or with, actually it was this channel I started with, playing around with shorts and sort of throwing in a lot of stuff. I used to do music back in the day. I consider myself a funny guy. I love to travel, so I was throwing all of that into the shorts, which then by the end, or which ended up in being sort of a channel with a lot of everything. But I've been studying YouTube now for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months, and what I see, let me change my hand right here. My shoulder is falling off. So what I see, or the tips I get, is you need to focus on one niche. So I'm in the course, or in the process of finding this niche. Right now, it would be being myself, talking about myself, being a 53-year-old Berliner, born and raised in Berlin. And yeah, going forward, I will upload videos in long form about sort of the stories and the things that I go through in my life. And who knows, it might be interesting for you out there. You know, finding out a bit more about Berlin, a bit more about Germany, a bit more about a German speaking English to you, right? What else is there? Yeah, like I said, it is a learning process. It's a learning process. So this whole channel is also going to be about me learning more and more about YouTube, the little tips and tricks. One of them I already mentioned, which is you need to be in a niche, so the algorithm knows how to sort of put your video in front of the right people, right? So this is something I'll be working on going forward, finding the right niche so the audience that's interested in these type of videos also gets to see these type of videos, right? And what else is there? There's little tips and tricks. So right now I'm going to keep it real basic. No editing. There's no scripting in this first video. There is You know, no fancy stuff. I'm just really holding up my phone right here and just filming. No crazy special effects or whatever. Because very likely this first video is not going to be seen by a lot of people. So there's always room for improvement. This video can be terrible, can be bad. You can see I'm nervous, just trying to talk right now, being myself, right? I guess that's another thing that I sort of read a lot. Be yourself in your videos, and I'm just trying to be natural myself, and I hope that is interesting to you. What else is there? I'd say I talked about the theater right here, movie theater. You see this great plane in the background. I talked a bit about myself. Did I mention I went to a German American high school? I went to John F. Kennedy High School in the south of Berlin. Graduated from there. Studied North American studies. So probably another factor which improved my English even more. Oh, here's another thing. I used to be in a music band called Harlequins. If you want to Google or YouTube that up, spelled Harleckins. I used to do a lot of music in the 90s, 2000s. We had a couple of good songs, a couple of hits here in Germany. This was all English spoken, so it's English rap music. Check it out if you have time, if you're interested. And yeah, I think this is pretty much wraps it up for now. If you like what you see, like what you hear, if you're interested to learn more about me, about Berlin, about Germany, the life of a 53-year-old, then be my guest. I'm more than glad to stick around and provide you with wonderful long format videos going forward. As I said, I started this channel with shorts, but I'm sort of moving away from shorts on this channel, at least. I do have a few other YouTube channels where I play shorts, but that's mostly German comedy. I do a little sketches here and there. I think I also mentioned this. I consider myself a funny guy. But on this one, it is going to be, as of now, long format videos. So, with no further ado, thanks for listening in, and see you around. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care.